Welcome back, everybody. Ready for another deep dive?
Always. What are we looking at today?
Well, today's pretty interesting. We're only looking at one document.
Oh, okay. Single source deep dive, that's pretty cool.
Exactly. Single source, but it's a real head-scratcher.
Oh, what is it?
It's a short document titled Je pense.pdf.
Je pense. Okay, so French, right?
Yep. French. And let me tell you, it feels like a puzzle box just waiting to be cracked open.
Intriguing. I always love a good mystery. So, what are we dealing with here? What's inside this Je pense document?
Well, the whole thing's only a few lines long, super short. But let me read it to you and, tell me what jumps out at you.
All right, hit me. I'm all ears.
All right. It says, Je pense un coup d'épée, de deux coups d'épée, je pense. Ça devient trop personnel là, je m'arrête.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a whisper and then bam, a shout. And then poof, gone, vanished. What do you think? What are your first impressions?
Definitely dramatic, that's for sure. And the structure is, well, kind of strange, right? Even for such a short piece. The repetition, un coup d'épée, deux coups d'épée, one sword stroke, two sword strokes, it builds this, tension, almost like a chant you'd hear in I don't know, some kind of ritual.
Yeah, totally. Like we're watching something intense go down. But what about those sword strokes? What do you think they mean? Are we talking an actual duel here, or is there something more to it?
Well, I mean, a sword, that could be a metaphor, right?
A metaphor.
Yeah, like each stroke, maybe it represents a tough decision, a choice made, a consequence faced, something like that. And the repetition, it really drives home how heavy these actions are, the way they pile up one after another.
Ooh, I like that. Each stroke adding to the pressure, the urgency. And then right when it's about to explode, we get that line. Ça devient trop personnel. This is getting too personal. It's like, boom, a door slammed in our face.
Exactly. It's so abrupt. You can tell the writer was going somewhere, digging into something deep, and then they just stop. It really makes you wonder, what were they about to say? What was too personal to share?
Right. It's like we got this tiny peek into their mind, and then the curtain falls, and then there's the title, Je pense, I think. What's the author thinking about so intensely?
Well, to me, it feels like the tip of an iceberg, Just a hint that there's something much bigger hiding below the surface. And don't forget, they chose to write this in French. Maybe that tells us something, too, like a cultural connection or something personally meaningful.
This document, it feels like a piece of a bigger conversation, a story that was never finished. It's kind of frustrating, but also really draws you in, don't you think?
Absolutely. It leaves you wanting more. That's the magic of fragments, I guess. They make your imagination run wild. They invite you to fill in the gaps, create your own meaning.
So what about you? What stories do those sword strokes make you think of? What secrets do you think are hidden behind that too personal wall? We may not have gotten all the answers today, but this deep dive definitely gave us plenty to chew on.
That it did. And maybe that's the best kind of ending, the kind that keeps us thinking long after the dive is over.
Exactly. So until next time, keep those minds churning, folks.
And keep exploring those hidden depths.